And welcome back everybody to our second day of CO qualifiers number 3, or Challenge League qualifiers number 3. I'm your caster Benny Yao, and today we have the Slums versus semicolon. I don't think I know what that means. I'm not a good punctuation, but still, we'll start our bands here in Clubhouse. This is round 16, I believe. Actually, yeah, I think we're around 16. If you don't know what round it is, just put up exclamation mark bracket. We're still not that far into the upper bracket. So it's still it's gonna be pretty long CO qualifiers, as there's 100 and something teams trying to qualify. So first band coming out from the Slums will be Maverick. Oh, not too crazy of a ban. We've seen it yesterday if you were watching. Usually banning out Maverick makes sense to get rid of that blowtorch and to not allow them to, Maverick trick the walls, make the reinforced walls into soft walls. Next band coming out from semicolon, the first band of their attack, or first attacker band from them, will be Capital. Same kind of band we seen yesterday, getting rid of the crossbow, making it easy for the defense to ban trick, making it easier for them to hide behind things and not be indirectly either destroyed by fire or just losing vision due to the smoke. And the first defense ban will come from semicolon. We'll see what they ban out first. Probably looking to be Maestro, Echo, or Mirror usually. Maybe Echo, get rid of the yokais. Don't really need to bring IQ along unless you want to deal with the Legion Mine, the Goo Mines, or Black Eyes, or below. You can go for still IQ is still helpful, but usually IQ is mainly brought to deal with Echo and guys. But actually, Mirror will be available to play. We've seen Mirror played yesterday by Leftovers, even though if it was still on the board. So today, maybe we'll see one of these teams use Mirror as well, as they've not been banned out. Maestro is banned instead. So get rid of the Alda, no Evil Eyes. And we'll start here first for the defense of the Slums. Let's start first at Church and Arsenal. And if you didn't know, since they picked the side, the other teams able to pick the OT side. So they'll be the OT side. We'll start with them on defense. The semicolon will be on defense on OT, while the Slums are starting on D in the beginning. So for the first side of Church and Arsenal, we'll see a Coyote coming to the board from Nile, a Bandit, of course, of Church Wall, the Goo Mines, the Smokes, and Jaeger make all sense. Goo Mines that hit opponents, Smoke Canisters, Toxic Canisters, and Plant Denial, and the ADSs to help them stay in blue or anywhere else on the map. On the attack, though, there was a Monty on the board, but he was 6-pick onto a Jackal. Jackal is still available, seeing as Capital and Maverick were the two bans, so roaming will be more difficult. Though for a site like Church and Arsenal, you don't really need to roam. A lot of players will just stay on site. Usually see all 5 players stay on site or stay near site. So we'll see a deployable shield put behind next to the boxes by that church wall. It's usually an expectation of them to open the wall. So I believe the Bandit of Porima? I'll say Pori. I don't know the same name. I'm bad with names. But anyway, Pori probably put that Pori will be able to back off behind the deployable shield in the case that wall does get open anyway. To other operators from the attackers are both Heart Breachers, Thatcher, of course, to deal with the Bandit batteries, and the Zofia with those lifeline that impacts concussions to deal with any kind of opponents in the way, concussions, and to push in, or impacts to destroy anything. So as I said before, all operators pretty much coming on site. There's no reason to really play offside. Especially now that Jackal's on the board and Jackal is played, it'll make it that much more difficult for people to play that roam game. Sub-Arctic is going to be the first one to push in, pushing into stock, looking around, trying to check with the drone from Jay. They peek right into blue, but not going to see anybody for the moment actually. And Roadrunner is actually being tracked at the moment too. They know where Roadrunner is, inside of blue. So he's expecting someone to drop oil pit or take shots into blue. Looks like one impact from the lifeline will go out. They can destroy the barbed wire. Roadrunner is expecting someone to drop oil pit, but nobody's there for the moment. You see over there. I'm gonna say maybe even. I'll just say for the moment. A will open up the floor with that secondary shotgun. So he's trying to find by the main hallway, but at the moment, Wimpy will open up Moto Hatch after being destroyed by EMP by Leveron. So with a minute and 15 seconds gone, they have pretty efficient work here from the team of a semicolon, opening up of hatches already and taking their places to try and pick off any defenders that are going to peek out and be aggressive like Roadrunner. But Pori will start us off by taking it out with the C4. So the C4 being thrown out and destroying looks like he was above it. He was in the hallway above before kitchen. So Jay will be the first to jump down and through the main hallway. Actually, Wimpy will take a Roadrunner though, so Wimpy does actually jump down the oil pit like Roadrunner was expecting, but he'll still lose that fight anyway, even though it's Actation. So Art taking Wimpy, pushing blue, having taken control at this point too. Leveron will get one on the kicks, smokes, clicks as well. A peek from Aster. Wimpy will take the shot. Leveron takes Poirier as well, and it's just coming down to Nile on his own. Great shots from Semicolon. And Wimpy will take it the last one of Nile, and still, what a great attack here from the side of Semicolon. But at the same point, just some lost gunfights from the Slums though, as they peaked out quite heavily at Semicolon in many different situations, and just losing them all to the attackers of Semicolon. So with Church and Arsenal not being able to defend it the first time here from the defense of the Slums is not looking to be a good start, as this is technically a defense-sided map, so being able to defend your first preferred site is, you know, to be expected. We'll try again for Church and Arsenal. No change from the defense. The attackers also not changing anything as well. So let's see what exactly the Slums does differently this time. As you saw last time, there wasn't a lot of real... It wasn't really a good execute in a sense, but it was a good execute because they come from different directions. But at the same point, it also was just failed peeks and some failed aggression from the Slums, as they peeked many different corners to get some kills on the attackers as they push onto the different angles, and just for losing those fights. So at this point, we'll see if they do anything different. Again, there's still Jackals on the board, so they really can't roam. As you saw last time, Roadrunner was being Jackal tracked inside of blue. He lost that fight to Wimpy, who had jumped down oil pit, even though he didn't expect him to do so. At least maybe looked away at the wrong second, but he did jump down that oil pit like he expected in the end, and still lost the fight. So Subarctic do the same thing, walking through stock, as the rest of Semicolon will drone out and make sure nobody else is upstairs, and nobody's there for the moment. He will ping one person again. Looks like it may be Roadrunner. Roadrunner actually this time isn't actually on a Jaeger. He's actually on Legion instead. Astro will take the place of Jaeger, and so the person being pinged out looks like it was actually Roadrunner once more. Roadrunner again on the second point being Jackal tracked here in blue. He doesn't have the ADSs to juggle either, so the ADSs could be taken out easily. Blue hatch will be opened up by Wimpy, and some shots from some Arctic onto Roadrunner will do about half his health. Again, he's in a precarious position. Road hatch will be opened up as well, and we'll see what exactly goes differently in this turnout. Clicks will get droned out inside of a church. It looks like this time they may go for a execute on blue, which was definitely a great double execute here from Semicolon last time, as some Arctic now has disconnected from the game, unfortunately. EMPs goes out to try and deal with the bandit batteries from Pori. Another drone comes down from Leveron. Fix has a hard time destroying it. He peeks the moto door, almost gets shot from the hatch. So finally, Wimpy will walk down the main stairs and will look to open that church wall. C4 will be thrown, but not getting any kills, because nobody's upstairs at the moment. Last time was the victim of a C4, but this time will not be a victim at all. Wimpy looking to get a kill through that pre-made hole from the defense, but he'll actually push through it into the hallway, into Moto. The one smoke is thrown, but Jay will get a shot from the far side, from the main hall into Arsenal, onto Aster. Down from Clicks though. Clicks will get Wimpy. Jay will get Nile. A will get Roadrunner though. It's coming down to the last 2 or 3 people left, but last person to pour on their own, as I will take out Clicks as well. So in Arsenal is 1, and 1 Moto's. He's got 1 by Moto, and he's got 1 inside of Arsenal. Actually, the 1 inside of Moto's dead. Jay is down in main hallway, so this could be a clutch, but Oz still has quite all the HP. Pori's low after looking the wrong way when A was taking those shots. It looks like Jay was actually picked up, and Jay is now able to hold the main hall for main stairs. He knows you're only coming in the corner, and Jay will get in the fight. Actually, it'll be Levron to win that fight as he walks right into main hit arrows, walks right into the crosshairs of Levron and Jay, and so that'll be another win for Semicolon. So Semicolon taking 2 in a row here on Church and Arsenal. Either A, an attack excited game, or B, Semicolon about to take this all the way. But at the same point, we're also still missing. Subarctic actually is now returned right time for this next round. So even in a 4v5, Semicolon was still able to win that round. I almost forgot about that. That was a 4v5, and Semicolon still won that round out. And so we'll go up to CCTV and Cash as Slums have not been able to win a defense yet, so they're going to try a different site. The site's going to be more dictated by keeping that CCTV wall closed for as long as possible and holding that garage balcony, as well as just holding the stairs and A itself. The defense are bring a different lap though. They'll drop the Legion. Aster will be on a dock instead. You still have the smoke of Clink. Neely on the Jaeger this time rather than Pori. Pori will be on the rather than the Roadrunner or Astor. Roadrunner will jump on a Valkyrie this time to use those black cams to give information to the defenders. We'll see how well they can do this. There is no Capital, so it's a bit harder to stop the Bandit from band-tricking of Pori, but they still have Subarctic on the Zofia with the lifeline.
You can stop worrying about Claymore deployed. New feed up and running. Drone activated.
So we'll see how they exactly use this. The barricaded door right there between the hallway and a CCTV are used so that Subarctic can't concuss Pori through the drone hole. The Habana of J will open the top of the reinforcements at the garage to try and get a look onto the window, but also open up a hole to walk into garage too. Astor is aware of this as he gets Pori. We're gonna kill onto Levron though. This Pori gets a great shot from inside the CCTV onto Levron outside the window. Great shots from Pori. Not a good start for Semicolon here. They lose their Thatcher that early, makes it so they really can't get this open unless they go below with the lifeline of Zofia to use those impacts.
The attacker's bomb diffuser has been dropped.
Roadrunner is below to try and deal with any people coming through. One person there be A. A jumps right into. Walks right in. Pre-fire at Roadrunners. Roadrunner is now probably Jackal tracked. Being Jackal tracked and killed. Either Jackal tracked the information gained through Jones, but great shots from A to win that fight. Subarctic will now open the top of it open. Use the impacts to stop the bandit. Now the wall's been opened. Neelite watching to try and get a kill. As Neely will be the next one to be tracked by A. The wall's been open. There's a minute and 15 left to go, but they still need to get control of garage if need be, or go for a server stairs or a construction take.
Recovered the bomb diffuser.
And so just be careful as that looks like Jay is on overhead rappel, waiting for an angle to get a shot.
Swapping mag.
A will see him for a quick second actually, and there it is. He does some damage and then finishes the fight. A will get the kill on the Astor from the hallway before garage. Great shots from A. Was definitely an angle right there. So now it's down to a 2v4. Not looking good here for the defenders of the Slums.
Attackers dropped the diffuser.
As Pori at least get a kill on a Subarctic in a trade. They get the lifeline. But at this point, Wimpy and them have to take control of garage balcony and taking control of CCTV. A C4 will be used here to delay or stop the plant. Plant is not going down just yet from Wimpy. Information is being used by the Valkyrie or by the black guys. Won't matter as Wimpy takes out Pori. Run out from Neely though. Neely will run from outside back into CCTV. He'll get a kill, but immediately refragged by Jay. And so Semicolon taking another win. 3 in a row for Semicolon here on Clubhouse. If anything, just great work from Semicolon, and the Slums not able to really get any picks in regards to Semicolon. You had with downstairs Roadrunner trying to go for a kill, but being tracked by A and then immediately getting pre-fired, as I think he was being tracked but didn't move, or it was information gained by a drone but didn't move, gets wall banged, and you lose your Valkyrie pretty quick in the round. Astor getting killed out, unfortunately, in an angle he didn't expect, which was by A downstairs, the Jack once more. And at that point, they gain control of CCTV. They opened up CCTV wall due to Sophia's lifeline of Subarctic, and they're able to gain control of Garage Balcony and killing Astor. And at that point, it was pretty much all the cards in the favor of Semicolon. C4 did not rain out from Pori, try and kill them behind CCTV. He pushes instead and gets killed out. And Neely on their own at that point rushes out of construction, jumps back into CCTV, gets a kill, but gets reflected immediately still because it was a 1v2. So it was somewhat close in the end there, but again, they still lost those key points way too quickly for them to try and win that round out here for Slums. We'll see what they do differently this time. Same lineup pretty much. Roadrunner this time will not be in the Valkyrie. They'll be on Legion with the Green Mines.
10 seconds to insertion.
And the attacking team still sticking to the same ops as it's worked every single time so far.
5 seconds left. Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb.
It's so weird to see just a Semicolon there on the top banner.
Yes, deployed and ready to go. Reloading.
So last time we had Pori get a kill onto Leveron from B windows, so Leveron will be more careful this time as to not get killed out by Pori. Losing your Thatcher that early can be pretty detrimental, but Semicolon last time still able to recover even though losing Leveron pretty quick in the round. Ash this time looked like they're a lot more trying to be safer this time and trying not to be caught out in a different angle, so he's hiding behind that shield. The Oblivious shield put at the corner of Garage Balcony. Wimpy looking to open that wall, and Pori not there stopping. He'll throw C4 thinking Leveron's still at the door, and now the wall's been opened within a minute. Great work from the attackers. More just a slight or just a mistake from the defense of Slums though, to really disregard the wall being opened up. Ah, no, Wimpy this time will look to try to find anybody sitting in CCTV or garage. There is a shield there to protect Astor, but now that let's see what exactly Semicolon does and let's see what they'll take. Anthony is below inside a stock as they were before. Nile is roaming though, looking to get a kill. He'll run out and find somebody, nobody outside by garage. He looks in stock now, knowing that Anthony's in there. But Anthony with a great shot onto Nile, and there goes your Jaeger on the roam. Astro though at least will trade out onto Jay. The Jay was again trying to peek the garage door. And you'll see one, he knows the same angle from before was his mistake, but it actually will be another cross angle from the CCTV balcony to take him down. He is docked, but Anthony will finish him off anyway. And now it's a 3v4. Anthony is low in HP. So Artie will get Pori from the CCTV balcony as well as he peeks out to the hard breached wall. As Leveron will now jump into construction to get a cross angle from construction into cash. And it's all coming down to the last two people alive, and the attackers are now just slowly but surely trying to cover. But Roadrunner gets one onto Leveron, clicks this one onto Anthony. Wimpy will begin to plant the diffuser as the smoke will now choke him out. He'll get the kill on the clicks anyway. Roadrunner gets some Arctic, and that's a 1v1, but Roadrunner will take the round, taking 3 for his own and clutching it for his team. That'll be the first defense win here for the Slums, and what they need to keep them going. Need to break that momentum and create their own momentum. So we'll be able to win their first defense and go back down to Church and Arsenal, where we need to see the Slums change up their defense here to defeat Semicolon, as they've not been able to defend this site in 2 rounds already. And so we'll see Astor actually 6-pick off of the Legion onto a Mirror. Again, Mirror is available but not been played yet by the defense of the Slums. Seems like they're going to need that device. They'll need the black mirrors to really defend this site, as they've not been able to defend it in any kind of configuration before. There are also some changes besides that. You'll see Nile jump onto the Pulse. So before they had a, I think they had a Legion before, and they had a, what was it the character had? I'm surprised. I think it's a Kite before. No, it was either Kite or it was somebody else. I can't remember what the was. Anyway, they'll change out operators and they'll change up what they're doing exactly here because again, they need to change up their defense entirely to win this out as they've lost it twice already.
5 seconds to insertion.
Attacking operators still not changing much so because it worked every single time except for last round, so no real change for them, no reason to. And this time now, Roadrunner doesn't have to play in blue, but play at the wall to watch blue instead. As Roadrunner previously has been picked off on that blue, watching blue like every single time they defended this site. There's definitely been a poor record for him. Immediately this time we'll be able to use the cardiac sensor to actually get a C4 kill more reliably. He gave me get the first round, but not able. Well, actually, no, somebody got the first round. I forget who it was exactly. It was Poor who got the first kill, but the second C4 on the second round wasn't able to get anybody. So now with the cardiac sensor, they have a better time or more consistently able to get that kill with the C4. So Arctic looking to get a kill into blue once more. Roadrunner actually playing in blue still, even though there is a mirror there. When people open up blue hatch, Anthony will track somebody. Don't know who exactly at the moment. Looks like it was the pulse of Nile.
Deploying sensor. Reloading.
A bomb has been located.
When people begin to open up the moto hatch as well. So Anthony will now push into kitchen and start to open up the floor, but actually will run back out, aware that a C4 could easily be thrown up to kill him as it did in the first round. So with a minute and 30 off the clock, they've opened up quite a few things, but nothing really done for us so far. As again, there's no way to get rid of these mirrors on blue and inside of church wall. So now they gotta figure out how they're gonna push this. Are they gonna go for a rush? Are they gonna rotate to maybe dirt tunnel instead? Anthony be one to throw a smoke in front of the mirror for church wall. Pori will jump off, thinking that someone's gonna drop the moto instead. Peeking both moto and main hall, expecting some to push through or rush through. Now throw C4. Pori will throw C4 and get a kill onto Anthony. Great C4 from Pori. I don't know what information can probably come from Nile. And oh, Nile being thrown out and expected through Arsenal. He'll peek out, throw C4. He'll get the kill anyway though, but C4 actually will not be in the right position to get that kill. As now kitchen hatch is actually open as well. Jay will get a kill onto Pori from the kitchen hatch. As now is a drop. Jay and Subarctic will drop into Arsenal. Jay will start to begin the plant. Neil had to return, go for a kill, and so will Astor. Astor is right at the door, but it looks Leveron was right there waiting for him. Clicks gets one to Jay though. Leveron gets one to Roadrunner. Neely will kill Leveron though and refrag. Now it's Subarctic and Whippy.
Attackers drop the diffuser. 15 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go.
So, interesting. Yeah, that was an interesting way there. So both operators go down. Subarctic was on Zofia, so they could get back up. It looks like we can go to a Z-host real quick. Alright, and we are back, everybody. So with the rehost after both operators are down in the last attack. So we had the attackers of Semicolon go for quite a rush as they finally brought out a mirror here from the slums to deal with the, or to try and stop the attackers as they've lost Church and Arsenal twice in a row. They started out and they brought a mirror finally. They brought a mirror and placed on both the church wall and the wall into going between Blue and Arsenal, able to stop the attackers and really pushing it at all. So the attackers just jumping through the church hatch and jumping through moto hatch. I mean church hatch, kitchen hatch and moto hatch, and not really working out in their favor. Ended up being two downs, both Sophia and the Thermite in the end. So having 2 in a row for the defense, we'll go to their third site, their tertiary site of gym and bedroom, or the defenders of the slums. But this will be the last one of the half. This will be where the slums need to, or want as much as possible to win this site so they can make it a 3-3 rather than a 4-2, not in their favor. Technically, Clubhouse is a defense side of map, usually is, but we've seen that Semicolon here have been taking it here on Clubhouse. They've been so very proficient on attack. We'll need to see exactly how they do here on defense for this tertiary site for the slums. So far, looking to be a pretty standard defense, using the castle to allow for Pori to keep bandit tricking the two castle barricades between Jim and then all the way into the hallway, and then also deployable shield on top of that. Though I will see looks like there's no Jaegers or ADSs put on Jim though, so they should have no issue opening this up with Zofia. Though they only have, they could use Zofia, they could use the X Kairos to open up too, and then use the impacts from the lifeline to destroy the deployable shield. They also reinforced the wall from CCTV into cache, and also reinforcing CCTV wall. So Wimpy will use the first extra charge on CCTV wall. Looks like a breach charge we're using instead to open that first castle barricade. Pori will get onto Jacuzzi wall and put both the bandit batteries on there before jumping off, knowing that he expects them to be opened up and for him to not be allowed to bandit trick. Roadrunner will be inside knee lane, Roadrunner will be nearby, expecting the attackers to push in. It looks like Zofia of Subarctic looking to push in the hallway towards the server stairs. So the wall's being opened up, and now Roadrunner is in a precarious position as being droned up, being shot from various directions, just like the construction window and from server. As Anthony starts off in knee lane, Pori will get onto and refrag immediately onto Anthony. As Anthony looks like Anthony dropped the hatch. But Roadrunner, the great shot to Levron as well. That's with already a minute and a half gone by. It'll be a 3v4 in the favor of the slums.
A bomb has been located.
Looks like Roadrunner is looking to do a flank all the way from server stairs. He runs his little legs all the way around towards the stairs. Jay will actually jump out, so nobody will be in CCTV anymore, but he's still can get there. Subarctic get a kill on Astor though. Great shots from Subarctic on Astor, watching from a bedroom. And actually, he'll get the same kill in the same place for on the Pori as well. Oh boy, Whippy will drop down into logistics. Now a 2v3, but Roadrunner is on the flank though. So at this point, Clix is all by themselves, trying to deal with the three attackers as Roadrunner is making their way across. You'll see one inside logistics. As Roadrunner, they get the kill onto Subarctic though. Great shots all the way from the the CCTV window. But there's still two on site. It'll be Jay and Wimpy. So Jay will begin to open the castle barricade between the hallway and Jim. He'll throw one toxic canister to delay Wimpy, but behind him will be the Habana of Jay, who lies down with a bearing 9, gets the kill. Roadrunner, last 6 seconds left. He's got to go for a plant. Jay will start planting. Wimpy's got to protect it, but no, Roadrunner will walk right in. But Wimpy will get the refrag immediately. Roadrunner with 3, but semicolon take their 4th win here on attack here in Clubhouse as we switch to halves, and they'll be on defense. So for the first defense for semicolon, we'll be going to CCTV and cache rather than church and arsenal like the slums did. We'll see how they do in defense compared to the slums, as the slums lost quite a few rounds. We're only able to protect CCTV once, and then they also defended downstairs once. So unfortunately, they only had 2 successes on a defense-sided map like Clubhouse. It's usually a defense-sided map, but it's easy. It could be an attacker-sided game. We'll see a 6-pick from Kaid, or from Caviaria onto Kaid for Jay. Hoping to waste those EMPs with the electric claws. With the electric claws, make it easier for them to keep that wall closed, or at least closed for a long time at least. Everything else not too crazy. Of the EDSs of Levron, the smoke canisters or the toxic canisters of Anthony. Wimpy will be on that dock to hold the garage balcony. Subarctic on that bandit. And the attacking side, pretty same lineup as Semicolon did when they were attacked. Same lineup here.
10 seconds to go.
Let's see how way they do on this attack at their own though. As you saw, when the attackers won this site was due to some great angles. Well, the first time they won this site, the last Semicolon won this site the first time with some great angles. Really able to get the angles onto the people on the balcony. Getting a first kill onto the person Bantrick, and they believe it's Pori from actually no, I think Levron actually got killed by Pori that round. But they're still able to stop him below with the lifeline. You had the Valkyrie, I believe Rotor at that time, getting killed by the Jackal of Anthony. Great shots from Anthony that round. We'll see exactly if they can do the same back to them, or if if Slums can do the same back to Semicolon this round. So Jay's actually, it looks like he used extra claws onto the garage walls instead, so they can't create those angles to watch that window between CCTV and garage. Looks like some Arctic's actually going to pull off the wall for the moment, but he actually jump back on as the... Oh, and below the Roadrunner, great impacts with the lifeline will destroy Subarctic and allow the wall to be opened up within a minute. Great work from the Slums. As Wimpy, though, will get a shot. He'll peek out of Cash into CCTV. Great headshot onto Clicks, repelling on the CCTV balcony. Jay will rotate from the garage back into Cash. As Poi and Nile looking to push from the far side, from west side to construction. So 1-for-1 trade, you lose your EMPs for Subarctic on the Bandit. Not too crazy. He uses a C4 for the EMPs, so... But he has done his job a little bit, so it's not the best trade in my opinion. Looks like Wimpy this time is not going to be on the Valkyrie. Going to peek someone inside logistics. He'll be Nile on that Jackal. Not making the shots though. It looks like it was one on B window and one at the CCTV balcony. Some peeking in the CCTV will get destroyed in both angles. Wimpy will peek out though, and he'll pull the life at the wrong time. Wimpy will get that second kill for the round. Now down to a 3v4. The minutes left to go. As another wall will be opened up, it will be CCTV, or the garage wall will be opened up below Levron. And Jay will destroy Nile as Nile tries to walk into sight. The TCSG is just so powerful. At this point, it's coming down to the last 30 seconds. Last people to lose 2 heartbreachers here for the attackers of the Slums. And Wimpy will win that fight against Astor, and Jay will take up Pori. And the Slums losing out the first attack and a first defense win for Semicolon to put them that much farther in the lead, the 2 rounds away from winning in regulation. So the next defense, of course, will be downstairs for Church and Arsenal. Haven't seen a mirror come out from Semicolon, as it was the mirrors that allowed for the Slums to win their first defense, or their first defense win on Church and Arsenal. So Nile will be 6-picking off of the Jackal onto a Jackal. Alright, never mind. In the defense here, nothing too crazy, bringing out no mirror just yet. They don't believe they need it. Bringing the Kaid and the Mute, of course, try and hold those hatches. So pretty standard defense here, bringing the smokes, the mutes, and the legions, just like last round. No Doc though. You'll see Wimpy on a legion instead.
Seconds left. Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
So Lever will sit in that. We'll sit in blue with ADSs, like before we saw Roadrunner do. Unfortunately, he was not able to do it in the first 2 rounds of the site. Looks like Poi will be pushing into stock and Roadrunner pushing into storage. As they bring the drone out the first 2 floors to make sure there is no roamers. There is none usually. Most of the operators are on site. And Levron, just like Roadrunner did, expecting someone to drop oil pit. Roadrunner is right there. And this is just like a play from last time. It was Wimpy that jumped down and killed him though, but Levron actually will pull off that angle and push back into blue. Hold that angle as he hears the blue hatch being opened up. Poi will throw 1, 2. Flashbang's in there to deal with ADS. Another ADS put down by Leveron as he's juggling them to make sure he can stay inside of blue. But this is the last ADS. This is the second. The third one is inside a church to allow for Subarctic to ban trick without being hit by a grenade. The next Kyle put out to open the moto hatch.
Bomb located by attackers.
And Poi will now begin to walk down the main stairs. Watching for anybody pushing too aggressively. Leveron firing shots between Nile and Roadrunner on push. Aster will drop the moto hatch to go for the wall. Subarctic is there. Talk about he takes some damage. Looks like from somebody else. I wasn't sure who that's from. But there's one extra big charge taken out by Subarctic. So unfortunate for the attackers of the slums. Not working in their favor. Another EMP will come out from moto hatch to deal with the bandit batteries. As Aster will put it in the middle. And Subarctic not at the right place though. He'll not really get to stop him. Not able to stop this. He'll take some damage. And now Anthony will be taken out from main hall by Pori. Subarctic is not in a prepared position as well now. Now will be down to just... So Neely will get one to Leveron though. Leveron inside of blue has now been taken out. Anthony behind the bomb. Subarctic is now being concussed and flashed from so many angles. Neely will finish off Anthony. They're going to push in. As a snowstone's behind it, though pre-fires so many shots passing by Subarctic's face. He'll peek out finally, but not make the shots. Roadrunner take out Jay. Kicks will take out Subarctic. Is down to just Wimpy on the road inside Arsenal. He doesn't see the one inside blue. Looking around to make sure where he is. He'll see the shots from the Zofia of Roadrunner. They're just trying to bait him out. Waste time. Now it's a 1v4 post-win situation. And with the 1v4 allows for someone to drone him out. He's been droned out too, so now everybody knows where he is. Peeking from the main hall will be Pori. He'll take out Wimpy, and the slums will at least take out, or at least win a church and Arsenal defense, just like Semicolon did. We'll see what Semicolon does to revise their defense to win it out, as the slums weren't able to revise their defense until the third try. So actually, Semicolon are not going to retry church and Arsenal. They're going to go for a gym and bedroom defense instead. So looking to keep it fresh and keep it going. Instead of trying it over again and just revising the strategy, they're going to try and keep the ball rolling. So as you saw on the site before when Semicolon attacked it, didn't really work out for. It was a close one in the... Actually, no, it wasn't close. It was a 1v3. I think it was a 2v2 in the end, actually. It was 2v2 in the end. Roadrunner being the last one coming back for a flank as he left. Or he didn't leave, but he clicks by himself on point after all the anchors died. And 2k for Subarctic peeking through the gym bedroom. So let's see exactly what happens. So look to reinforce CCTV wall as well, and probably reinforce cache too, to just make it that much more difficult for the attackers to push from CCTV into construction. So we could use those castle barricades on the two walls, of course, the entrance and the window of gym, and of course the construction window as well. So let's say they put a bulletproof camera inside of gym as well to see if they push in and go for a plant, giving the information they need. Drones that come out to drone out people inside of CCTV and cache. Subarctic on the stairs. As Nile's already pushed in through garage, looking for the chance to kill the castle on the stairs as he's been pinged out by drones. It'll be one. It'll be Subarctic to be taken up by Nile. Great shots from Nile for a first kill. Great information for the team of the slums to fight back. Jay will take his place as Poi will take out Jay as well from below, but Poi will go down in the engagement. Aster will go to pick him up. Great start for the slums here on this tertiary site.
Bomb located by attackers.
Within a minute, they've already taken out two defenders and taken control of cache construction for the attackers of the slums. Opening up, he clicks on the bedroom balcony. He's now reassured he can't be shot from CCTV with all the chances to peek. Unless to jump out of a pool, but that'd be pretty crazy. Leveron is below the hatch, looking to get a C4 on anybody inside construction. Whippy is inside logistics. You have Anthony inside bathroom. Roadrunner is already pushed in construction, so C4 could throw out. But drone actually will probably Aster as well to help Roadrunner in this push, as Anthony's the only one really there. But a C4 finally runs out from LeBron. Take out Nile. It won't be the one Roadrunner, but it'll be the Jackal of Nile instead. Oh, but at the last wrong moment, Anthony will try to throw a toxic canister right into the sightlines of Roadrunner. But there is one for no one for Runner. LeBron gets two though. He got Astro and kicks. It's down to just a 2v1. LeBron needs to clutch this out for his team. Both are lying down. You'll see one, but no. Pori will be able to jump or get back up in the nick of time with a bearing 9 to finish off LeBron. And a 3-4-5 for the Slums. Slums are catching up here. But it's been 2 rounds, so this allows for Semicolon to go back to the site that they won, which was CCTV and cash. So for the site before, you saw the Slums able to get the wall open quickly, but unfortunately they weren't traded out, unfortunately, at the beginning. And at that point, you had many try to peek the CCTV balcony to Wimpy, getting 2 kills on the balcony. And then you had 2 pushing construction, getting blasted out by the TCSG of J. And unfortunately, some people pushing, nobody really, and yeah, one tried to push the garage balcony door or garage door, get tackled as well. So just some unfailed attempts here from the Slums last time to push different angles, and failed attempts on all angles, on all real places they go through. So we'll see how they do this time for the Slums. What they take, as Needle this time will not be in the Jackal, he'll be in a buck. Use a skeleton key to open up from below. No real change from the defense here, bringing the same lineup they had last time to win it out. Jay last time, lights before, will be playing below garage to try and electroclaw these walls for garage so they can't be opened up, allowing for the person in garage balcony to not be taken from different angles unless they would shoot through that wall in the hallway. So drones below at that hall to see if anybody's roaming below. Leveron, Ant, and Jay are in garage for the moment, as Roadrunner is looking to push into stock first. Looking to get a first swift kill to put them in the lead. So it looks like Nile and Poi are looking to push through the west side to construction instead.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Astro's at the wall, but there is no other external interference to stop him from bandit tricking here. So they'll be needed someone. Roadrunner below was last time was the device of Subarctic. So there it is again. Roadrunner will shoot 2 and actually not do enough damage to stop Subarctic. But some more damage comes out and will stop him anyway. So he's been concussed at the right moment, allowed the wall to be open. He was healed though, at least by Wimpy. As Wimpy though gets a kill onto Nile, peeking through logistics. Roadrunner opened up the wall from construction as well. So it looks like they're gonna push construction. Pori Roadrunner. Clicks has an angle onto the hallway, but there's Anthony and Subarctic just hiding in there.
A bomb has been located.
Jay with the TCSG once more is just waiting for an instance to see this stop. He has the impact there to try and stop them from opening it up. He hears it, throws the impact, and it'll make his mark. So there goes the second exothermic charge. So there's no more exothermic charges for him. As Wimpy gets another kill onto clicks on the balcony. But there he really fragged by Aster at the B window. And Jay takes some heavy damage from Pori. Oh, actually, no, it was the Roadrunner on the Zofia. So Pori at least opens the bottom of it. Now Roadrunner will peek farther in, see if someone's on cash stairs, but no one's there for the moment. Down to a 3v3. It's still very close with a minute left to go. Some Archer looking to get a flank, though. He'll see one inside a stock. He'll be Roadrunner once more. Roadrunner rotating from construction into stock to get a flank into either the garage, balcony, or the stairs. He sees the laser sight as Leveron, though, will get the kill on the Pori. Astor push in to B and get Leveron, though, from the cash stairs. There it goes. Leveron, there goes Anthony and some Arctic as well from different angles. So yeah, still great kills from Slums and a great rotate from them as you had jumped through B window. One coming to the cash stairs. And Pori looking through the rotates they made from construction into cash. And so we go to a 5-5. We're looking into the last couple rounds here for regulation. And this is looking to be an attacker-sided game rather than being what we saw before, just semicolon running it out. So we'll go back to CCTV and cash for semicolon. They'll need to win this site and another site they haven't won at all yet so far in this half to win this out in regulation. If not, it could be a win for the Slums. But still, there's nobody to stop. Again, there was nobody to stop the Zofia of Roadrunner in stock. Nobody challenged Zofia of Roadrunner to really stop them from using that lifeline to stop Subarctic. So Subarctic didn't die this time, bandit tricking, but still, unfortunately, within a minute they had that wall open. There was a kill, at least from Wimpy onto Clicks, but he was immediately refragged from Astor at the window, as that is a cross angle from, and they set the cross angle quite well from the Slums. And then Astor also jumping through the window of B, getting 2 kills after walking through the window. So just some lack of, what is this lack of angles here from semicolon in those last 30 seconds.
5 seconds left. Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
So Neely this time will not be in the buck, as last time the buck didn't really work in his favor. He did try to open the wall from logistics, gets immediately fragged by Wimpy in that endeavor. So he's looking to play Jackal once more and just Jackal track. Instead, use those eye knocks to their advantage. It looks like Jay this time actually will be roaming. We didn't have many roamers last time from semicolon, but as I said, that Jay this time will actually be way out there, going towards downstairs in the moment. The Roadrunner with the lifeline in the drone hole, but the barricaded door is there, so these concussion will not reach Subarctic. So Roadrunner at this point is told that the barricade door is there, will now peek out. Instead, actually, well, I'm not sure, actually, yeah, so Roadrunner now will jump into stock instead to try and go for it below impact. Jay is get droned out on blue stairs, so now they know Jay is roaming. Leveron though as well in right position to stop Roadrunner. Go droned out too. So many drones coming out will spot both Leveron and Jay, so this is a pretty scary endeavor. And Astor is still playing around with the bandit of Subarctic here. There it is. Here comes the impacts and the concussions to stop Subarctic, but actually will not be in the favor, so Astor still cannot get the wall open. 1 extra big charge off the board. Great work from Subarctic, and just a failed lifeline attempt from the Zofia of Roadrunner. Roadrunner getting a kill onto Jay though, so Jay on the roam right outside garage will not work out in his favor, so there's the first kill for the Slums. The wall will be opened up inside of construction into cash instead, so this will be a different attempt, a rotation from the Slums here. 42 seconds to go. They need to rotate quick, and how they're going to push this. Nobody in cash for the moment, but still the toxic canisters from Anthony will delay them even farther. Clicks though right outside the B window, looking to get a shot onto Subarctic or Wimpy. Astor now pushing in. Astor's now inside of cash, going for the plant with 30 seconds left. C4, come on, take out Clicks though. Plant will go down. As though Subarctic gets 2 extra, you get Astor as well. So the plant actually won't go down. He'll deny it the last second. Anthony gets Nile as well. Subarctic gets a 3rd. Subarctic is on a roll, but coming up the cash stairs, we Roadrunner to down Anthony and finish him off. It's down to a 1v3 with just Roadrunner, who have to clutch this out for his team, but it will not be able to. Subarctic gets 4 for the round. It'll put them at a 6-5 in the favor of semicolon. So we'll go to the last round here for regulation with semicolon on match point. They'll be going to a site they haven't been able to win yet though. Only site they've been able to win in these last 5 rounds has been CCTV and cash, just like the Slums. And now Church and Arsenal, they'll need to win this out. They'll not bring a mirror like the Slums did to win theirs out. They'll be bringing, actually, well, the Slums won 1 on CCTV cash and 1 on Church and Arsenal, while semicolon has only won 2 on CCTV and cash so far. Let's see how they changed it up as they're bringing both a Mozzie, a Alibi, and a Castle. Very different operators from before. No ADSs of Jaeger. No, no smokes. No smokes and no toxic canisters at all either. So it's gonna be a very different defense from Semicolon. And as I say that, we see Wimpy reinforcing the wall between or before strip club into bar. Wimpy is actually looking like looks like Semicolon is looking to play very more aggressive compared to the previous rounds. So you have the Mozzie and the Alibi. The holograms which our shot will ping your position, and the pest to deny or give information to the defense. And so here you see the hatches not being reinforced except for kitchen. Leverin also reinforcing partial wall into stock. So very much more of active and aggressive defense here from Semicolon. Let's see how it works out for them though. As we've not seen either team have to go for a real roam clear in any of these roams. It actually looked like they're actually a rush down dirt tunnel. Roadrunner will lead the charge, running down dirt tunnel to throw the defense off guard. The drone will come out. He'll spot it out. Whippy's already taking some heavy damage, and Nile will be the first one to walk in. He's looking to get a kill onto the castle. Jay will get one, but Nile will get Jay in a refrag immediately. Though it's already in sight. Astor will get onto one to the left as well. So now they need to come back to site as the attackers are just rushing on the site. Astor will try to get the plant down. Nile at least will go down. The engagement. Anthony will finish off Nile. And Seb Arctic has a great shot on the Astor with that SM-11. Pori will at least fight back and take out Anthony. It's down to a 2v2 with 2 minutes left to go in the clock. There's so much time. Diffuser now in the hands of the defense though. Fix will fire through the soft wall of Church as Pori will take out Whippy though. It's down to just Sub Arctic inside of Arsenal. It's a minute and 42 still in the clock. So much time for the attackers to figure out where Sub Arctic is. He'll pre-fire at Pori, but not making any shots. Takes a little bit of damage. He looks over and makes a shot. Headshot on the Pori. Down to just Clicks. Clicks does not make it though. Some Arctic gets 4 for the round. And he'll clutch it for his team and keep them on the tenure of the upper bracket. And unfortunately, the Slums will drop to the lower bracket. And so yesterday I kept the stream going, but it was really annoying to have that all jumbled up. So I'm gonna stop stream and then start it back up when people start jumping into the lobby. So we're gonna stop stream for now, guys. We'll be back in a little bit with the next game, which I believe is Parallax Gaming versus them. If I can get that game, let's see if I can. Actually, before I say anything, if not, somebody else hasn't commented already. Yeah, so I can get that game still. Yeah, I'll be looking to get the game between Parallax Gaming and Semicolon. Where's my little pet thing? Commented on. Alright, I have it on there. We'll be back in a little bit, guys, with the next game. Stay tuned.